بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome learning Arabic. أهلا بكم في تعلم اللغة العربية. I am Mr Ahmed and today inshallah we will start to learn how to write letters. كتابة الحروف. كتابة الحروف. كتابة الحروف. To write letters, the letter form or shape change as its position in the word. It is initial or medial or final of the word. To take this, start as we say, the words in Arabic start from left. So with letter Alif, this is Hamza, Alif, and in the beginning of the word, it didn't join after it. So it is a Asad, lion. Asad, lion. So here, Alif not joined to Sin, not joined. Second, in the medial, as Bab, as Bab, Bab, Bab. This is letter Alif as a حرف الألف joined to Ba, so it's shaped as here, Alif. And we didn't put Hamza. Without Hamza, Bab, Asad. In the end of the word, in the final of the word, is Marhaba. Marhaba. So, Ba. So, it is not joined after it. So, Alif in the middle and in the end is similar. And this is Alif. Alif here is isolated. The second letter is Ba. Ba. This is the structure or the shape of the letter Ba, isolated Ba. It has two spaces here, two edges. Each edge is one space. Here, Alif, 1, 2, 3, 4 as 4 spaces. So, Ba, in the first of the word as Bab, we say it Bab, one space, this edge one space, and dot, this is Bab. We have two letters, Ba and Alif. Ba and Alif. حرفين فقط، حرف الباء وحرف الألف. با باء ألف باء. باب دور. باب mean دور. باب mean دور. Bab in the middle of the word as شباك. 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 Window. شباك mean window. So here ba, one edge. And in the end of the word as maktab. Maktab mean desk. مكتب. الباء كتبت written as you see here as ba and joined before it. So this is ba in the final of the word. Alif in the first, in the initial, medial, and final. Ba in first, in the isolated, the first, initial, in the middle and in the end. Ta has two dots above it. It's isolated ta. And in the beginning, ta, and as apple, تفاح. Apple mean تفاح. Apple mean تفاح. This in initial, in the beginning of the word. If at in comes in the middle as مفتاح. مفتاح. مفتاح mean key. Key. See letter T as you see here, ta joined before and after. And in the final as بيت. بيت. بيت mean house. بيت. So the shape of the letter as you see here. بيت. تفاح. مفتاح. بيت. Letter ثاء. ثاء. In the beginning, one edge as ثعلب. ثعلب. ثعلب mean fox. Fox. ثعلب. In the middle as triangle. Geometric shape. Triangle. مثلث. مثلث. In the word مثلث. مثلث. Here the first ثاء joined before and after, and ثاء in the final. So in the middle, in the final, as this shape. مثلث. مثلث. ثعلب. حرف الجيم isolated هكذا as you see. جيم is the first of all. This arc didn't written here. جيم. جيم is the beginning of the word initial as جمل. 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 جمل mean camel. Camel. In the first jamal. So this is a shape. In the middle as shajar. Shajar. Trees. Shajara. Tree. One tree. This is a tree. شجرة. G. حرف الجيم joined before and after. شجرة. And رجل. رجل. Here letter R not joined to جيم. Not joined. So جيم here as a shape of جيم in the beginning, in the initial, and in the end as ice mean or snow. Snow. Snow is ثلج. 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 Snow. ثلج. ثلج or ثلج. ثلج. In the here you notice that Jim as it's isolated and joined as this. Now letter ha. Ha without dot. Ha. Ha. حصان. حصان. حصان mean horse and ha. Sea mean بحر. 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 Red Sea. البحر الأحمر. بحر. Sea. بحر. And بلح. بلح. بلح mean date. بلح. بلح at the end as isolated but joined before it. And تفاح. تفاح. تفاح, we see it here, تفاح, and here ha letter as isolated, not joined to alif. تفاح. Another letters. حرف الخاء. حرف الخاء. Isolated. خاء. خاء. This part, this arc written below your line. Below your line. Part of letter above line and this arc lower line. In the beginning as beaches. Beaches mean خوخ. خوخ is a fruit. خوخ. خوخ. We have two letters only forming this word. خاء and واو. خاء repeated again. خوخ. 3 letters, 3 characters, 2 letters. خوخ. 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 And in the middle as أخضر. أخضر. أخضر mean green. أخضر. أخضر. In the end as أخ. أخ. So it's not joined as isolated. أخ mean brother. 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 Green. أخضر. Beach. Beach. خوخ. أخضر. أخ. Letter. دال. دال as دب. دب mean pear. 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 دب. دب. They not joint after it. Joint with the next? No, not joint with the next. But can joint with letter P4 as exercise mean تدريب. 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 So دال letter joined to تاء. تدريب. تدريب. And in the end as يد. Hand. 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 In Arabic called يد. يد. Yeah, and دال. يد. يد. So دال joined in the end as in the middle. يد. And isolated as you see here. دال. زال as the same method as dot in the beginning as ذئب. 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 ذئب mean wolf, wolf. And in the middle as هذا, هذا. So it is joined before, not after, all only before it. هذا mean this, mean this. And in the end as delicious or لذيذ, لذيذ. So here ذال joined before it as in the middle. راء, راء, زين. دال, زال, راء, زين, similar, not joined after but joined before. So راء as رجل, رجل mean man, رجل, so not joined before. In the middle as ball, ball, ball mean كرة, كرة, ball, كرة. راء letter joined before, not after. كرة and or كرة, كرة. We study pronunciation in next session. In the end as طائر, طائر, طائر. So here طائر, طائر mean bird, bird, bird. Our character joined before only. ذا or they as زبدة, زبدة, زبدة. زبدة mean butter, butter. Or أزرق in the middle, أزرق, أزرق. In the end as karas, fruit, type of fruits which mean cherries, cherries, karas. Del, zel, ra, za. Joint after, not joint, joint before, not joint after. And seen, seen isolated has this shape. Seen, three edges, and arc or curve. This curve in Arabic called كاسات, كاس الحرف. This in isolated. But in first, we only write this as summer, a name of a girl, summer, summer, as samak, samak, fishes, fishes. In the middle of the name as number 10, عشرة, عشرة, عشرة. We can add it simply. عشرة, عشرة. And in the end as sun, sun in Arabic called shams, shams. So here sheen, sheen, isolated, but in the first as seen, has no curve and three dots. Shams, shams. And we say shagara, shagara, tree, a tree, called شجرة. And here in the middle, letter sin, مسطرة. مسطرة, ruler. مسطرة. مسطرة. And I forget. عشرة, shin letter. And مسطرة, sin letter in the middle. In the end is apricot. Apricot, مش مش. مش مش. So it is some like some shams, mish mish. Here, shams, shams. You can put it mish and 3 dots, mish mish, mish mish, without dots and without M. Shams as here. Shams. Mish mish. Shams. Okay. Another letter. Sad. Sad has also has this curve. Sad. Sad as friend. Friend means صديق. صديق. Friend. صديق. صديق. صيام. Fast. صيام in Ramadan. صيام. صيام. In the middle as short. Short mean قصير. قصير. So sad letter as in the beginning had not have this curve and joint before and after, and it has one edge. So sad has one edge, and in the end as scissors. Scissors in Arabic mean makas. 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 Makas mean scissor. 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 And qas. Qas. Cut. Cut. Qas. So sad here joint before, and in the final it has a curve. So sin, shin, sad, and also dot isolated has this curve. لها كاسات. In Arabic, كاسات. This curve in isolated and in the end of the word. And if you write it in the final, in the end of the word, ضاد as ضفدع, frogs, and ضفدع say the sound of ضفدع. ضفدع mean frog. ضفدع. And أخضر. أخضر. Wow, the final and the first here. ضاد in the middle. ضاد in the middle. أخضر. أخضر. Green. Green. أخضر. The color of plant. Green. And in the end as white color. White color called أبيض. Called أبيض. أبيض. ضاد in the middle. So again, sin, shin, sad, ضاد is 4 letters. Its shape isolated with curve. لها كاسات. كاس. And also in the final of the word. Another one. After ضاد, طاء, طاء. Remove and طاء, طاء. طاء without edge. Without edge. ليس لها سنة. As صاد. صاد لها سنة. طاء ليست لها سنة ولا نقطة. In the beginning of the letter as طويل. طويل mean it is long. Long as tree, it is long. طويل, طويل. Here, note that طاء joined with واو. طويل. And pants. Pants, trousers, pants, is clothes. بنطلون. 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 Ducks, duck, buck, duck, duck, but. In the end. Or in the middle as only a duck. Batta. Batta. This is singular and this is plural. Batta, bat. Za, similar to ta, but has dots. In Arabic, we see this is as 1 and this as 10. 1 and 10 has dot. So ta has 1 and this has 10. Ta, za. In the first as envelope. Envelope in Arabic means zarf. 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 In the middle as clean. Clean. نظيف. Clean means نظيف. نظيف. The joint before and after. In the end as luck. Good luck. حظ. حظ. حظ سعيد. Good luck. حظ. 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 Luck. So, joint before. Later, عين. عين. عين has this curve, this arc, as a part of circle, arc, lateral part of circle, عين, and this is isolated, but in initial of the word, beginning of the word, so right as here, as عنب, عنب, grapes is a fruit, grapes, عنب, and boy called Ali, Ali. In the middle as ثعبان, 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 snake, 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 ثعبان. عين letter in the middle, joint before and after. And sometimes in books, you can find it as here. This is عين and this is عين also. So can write it as ثعبان. This shape. And in the end as finger. Finger mean in Arabic إصبع, إصبع, إصبع. and quarter 1/4. Quarter called ربع. 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 عين as isolated but joined in the end. غين. غين. غين as dot. In the first as deer, in Arabic called غزال. 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 Deers. And in the middle as word parrot. Parrot. Parrot mean ببغاء. بغبغاء. بغبغاء. Bird, repeat you some words. Parrot. Parrot. بغبغاء. Letter rain may also write as or as this. This or this. This both are right. And in the end, as glue. Glue means صمغ. صمغ, sticky substance. صمغ. صمغ. Glue. In the end has this arc. This arc. Another, the next word is fa. Fa. Fa has edge here and dot above it. Fa. And there's one space above the line. This circle above the cycle. Above the cycle. Above the cycle. Example as mouse called فأر. 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 In the middle as notebook called دفتر. 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 In the end as summer season called summer called صيف. 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 So fa as isolated but joined before. Qaf is similar to written to. But here not on the line, not here, no. It's right. Has curve. Qaf. Qaf. Did you remember as seen? Qaf. This is the space as two spaces. As two spaces. Two spaces. Qaf. 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 In the first is on change into the line as fa. Qaf. Bin means qalam. 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 Say mean said. Mean qala. Qala. And in the middle as hawk. Hawk or falcon. It's a bird called sakra. 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 Qaf in the middle as two dots. And also it is on the line. Lie on the line. In the end as we say صديق. صديق. See it before. Here qaf. صديق. صديق. Kaf. Kaf is a funny. Kaf. Here has Hamza. 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 but in the first and middle not has hamza. It has as neck. يا زي رقبة، رقبة، تكتب هكذا. As كلب، كلب. Note that is 4 or 3 spaces. And also كلب, dog. كلب mean dog, animal, dog. Another in the medial, we say desk mean مكتب, مكتب, مكتب. K in the medial, in the middle, in medial position. And in the end position, as fishes, fish mean سمك, 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 plural, ruler. This is one fish, one fish, and fishes, not fish, not fishes. This is uncountable noun, so it is also in English fish. In Arabic, singular mean سمكة, 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 and سمك, plural, singular, plural. So this is سمك, and only one is سمكة. So isolated kaf has hamza, and in the end also has hamza. After kaf, lam, lam. The arrangement or the sequence of words, you can find it as songs. Alif, B, Ta, Sa, Jim, Ha, Kha, Dal, Zal, Ra, Zin, Sin, Shin, Sad, Dad, Dad, Ta, Za, Ain, Ghin, Fi, Fa, Qaf, Kaf, Lam, Mim, Nun, Ha, Waw, Ya. So after kaf, after kaf we have lam, lam, lam isolated has this curve, like I said, underline, underline, and in the beginning, as here in the word milk called laban, 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 milk, laban in the first. مثلث, we say مثلث before, مثلث. Note that مثلث, again, we put the pencil in the line and start to write from down to up, and not lift the pen, then dots. So I join a sequence, continuous moving from meme to ثا, then write the words. مثلث أعني القلم يكتب به باستمرار، لا ترفع القلم عن الورقة حتى تنتهي إلى هنا، بداية من الحرف الميم إلى هنا، ثم تكتب الثلاث نقاط. هكذا يكون الكتابة أسهل وأسرع. لا نكتب حرف حرف. مثلث، مثلث، مثلث. Can remember that triangle, geometrical shape. And play, play mean يلعب، يلعب. It's a verb. يلعب, play, يلعب. In the end, as elephant. Elephant in Arabic called feel. Elephant, feel. So beginning as isolated by but joined before. Meme, meme. In the first as bananas, moose. Banana, bananas, moose. Meme in the beginning. Tomato, طماطم. In Arabic, طماطم. Meme, may, isolated as this or this. In the end, in the middle. In the end and in the middle. In the end and in the middle. In the end and in the middle. طماطم. End. طماطم. موز. طماطم. tomato. Noon has curve. Noon has dot and curve. Noon. In the first as tiger, نمر. Tiger, نمر. In the first. نهر, river Nile. نهر. In noon, letter in the first. And in the end as milk, we say milk, called laban as here. First lamb and ended by noon, laban, milk. Then ha, pyramids, as you see in my picture here. Pyramids called haram. In the middle as coffee, called kahwa. Ha, right here, and some people may write it in the end as this shape. Wajh mean face, your face. Wajh, face. Wajh. Arabic delicate, we say wajh, but in Arabic fusha, we say it wajh, fusha, wajh. Wow, this wow has curve as part of R, but inclined. In the first as wajh, also wedge, face. In the middle as kahwa, also kahwa. In the end as radio. In Arabic mean radio. And also in the middle we can say yawm, day, one day. Yawm mean day. So wajh in the first, in the beginning, initial. In the middle, yawm, kahwa, wow in the middle. In the end, radio, which means radio. The last letter is Yeah, yeah, yeah may write here or as this in the end. So isolated, or you can put. So this is isolated. In the first as day, يوم, 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 this meme, yeah, wow, meme, يوم, yeah, joint before, after it. And in the middle as feel, feel, yeah, in the middle as here. Feel, we said as حرف اللام, and here حرف الياء. In the end as شيء, something, شيء, شيء. This is Hamza, شيء, mean thing, anything or something, شيء, شيء. And حي, حي, mean alive, alive, حي. So yeah has two dots or has this curve in the end. So you must use pen or pencil and practice, need practice. So this video again and practice. And this is the end of our lesson today. Thank you and goodbye. مع السلامة.